Hey everyone, Offgridrooster here, and I am Rooster. Just want to let you see what I'm doing right now. My last video, I think it was about 23 minutes, and I showed you what I was going to do, what I'm not going to do, um, and I was ranting, but it's not a rant video. This one is I'm cutting the pallets in sections like this. Some are longer and some are shorter. It all depends on the wood. This is dry and it's solid, so I try to keep all the solid pieces. Anything that's cracked, I'm not going to glue them together or anything. I am putting them together this way on the outside wall, and then I'm going to stagger them, putting them this way, make them look like bricks in different sizes. And then at the edge of the corners, then I'll trim it all straight down, and then I'll put a corner on that side. I'm not going to the, you know what I'm trying to get to do. But I'm just going to show you how I cut it, what I throw away, or what I use for firewood and stuff like that. Or I give them to a friend of mine, and he uses it for firewood, which is great. It works all the way around. So let me get going, and don't forget, like, subscribe, please. I need all the subscribers I can get. I'm trying to reach that next level, which is 1,000 people. I think I'm close to about 700. So if I could get up to 1,000, I would appreciate it. Share these videos. Check out the links that I have, my Cash App bonfire, Amazon wish list, all that stuff. If you can help, I would appreciate it. It helps me out tremendously to keep going. If not, I slow up and I just start posting little by little. Let me call the dogs because they're walking away. I keep an eye on them at all times. Come! Luna! Maggie! Good girl, come! Maggie, come! Yeah, Maggie's following Luna wherever she goes. But they'll come. They stay within my eyesight. Well, here I go and try to do what I have to do. I hope you can see what I'm gonna do. And again, safety first. These are my safety glasses. I don't use gloves. The reason being because if I use a power tool, if I use especially a saw, circular saw, my first line of defense, I've learned this when I was a nurse and I've seen it happen. If you wear a glove, it might not happen to everybody, or it might not happen to anybody. But if you wear a glove, the blade will catch the glove and tear your skin, and that's called a degloving. It takes the whole skin and everything to the phalanges, which are your bones that are right here. So I wear no gloves for this reason. You see, as soon as the blade hits me, I jump back, and that prevents that degloving. You just have to take your time and do it, and be aware of where you put your fingers, and leave your hands up and everything. Glasses are important. Hearing, I don't put hearing on because I need to hear my dogs if they start screaming or whatever, the coyotes if they're around. So don't do what I do. Do what's right. Use common sense. Use common sense, okay? So here I go. I'm going to try to see if you can see it this way. Now you can see this one. This one's all cracked. So I want to get to these here. From this point, this is cracked. I try to use the nails. The nails are so rusty. These are old, very old. So I usually just go right here, and you're going to get a kickback on these old pieces of wood. They're hard. They're not, how do you call it, easy to cut. What I do is after I have them cut and I get them to this size, I will put wood protector on them to protect it from the rain and deteriorating further on. So I put a UV coating, clear coating, to bring the color of the wood out. Um, I've done quite a few pieces. I've done artwork out of these little pieces like this, and it's amazing what you can do with used wood. Um, so here comes some. Yep, that's Maggie. Well, here I go. I'm just cutting this off. I don't have good power tools. These batteries were just charged, and they're like weak. So I usually just come up. And then I tear this up. I don't think I can use this. If I glue it, if I nail it right and cover this with wood putty, I might be able to seal it. But I leave these for the end just in case. I throw these to the side, and then I throw this on a different pile. I've got a lot of pieces that are already cut, long lengthwise, which is this one here. I have a couple of them. I like these pieces of wood like this, and then I might just leave it and just cut it down straight down to make them the same size. This goes on the good pile, and then I have some that are like this. This is like really, really good wood. If I could find wood like this, this is great. This is not from a pallet. This one, I think it's from a bed frame somebody threw out, so I use that. What else? I use different thicknesses to give it that three-dimensional look. So let me get up here, see what I can do. As you can see, junk pile. Junk pile. This one's a good pile. Reason I don't take them off at the nail, I don't have a saw to cut it down. It's gonna tear things up. So I just cut it straight down, and I use those little pieces as firewood. So you can see this later on. I will cut it, and I'll make them smaller right here. So I'll put that in that other pile, and I'm in an awkward position. That's one. I utilize what I can, how I like to do it. Let me tell you something. I was impressed. And I would like to try to do it. I saw this beautiful house, the covering on the side, made out of stone. I thought it was too much work when I first saw it, but it's really simple. I guess you get the mortar, you put a backing on your boards, wood boards, then you put a piece of metal so when you put your mortar, it'll catch that metal, and then you put flat rocks on the back, and then you fill it up just like if they were bricks. The look was fantastic, and it also helps with the heating on the inside. It all depends how you do it. I need to find out how to do it, and I'm going to try, a little at a time, something small, to see how it holds up. But it was awesome because when the sun hits the stone, it holds the heat. So in the wintertime, it's good. Now, if you put, I guess, I'm just thinking, if you put some insulation in between, it doesn't get as hot with the stone through the wall to the living space. But if I get to see the house again, I'm going to ask the person to just give me an idea how to do it. I'm going to look it up on YouTube, and I'm going to investigate how to do the stone wall. I know a lot of people have this stone wall. It looks really classy, really classy. You utilize the stuff that you would normally throw away, and you'd be surprised what you can create. I was blown away with this house. It was beautiful, doors, artwork, and that's that's where I head to. You know, everything that I try to do, I repurpose, I upgrade with a piece of wood. You might see, oh, that's just a piece of wood, that's just dry, that's just a rock. It's what you put in your mind and what you can create with your heart and soul, and you got to feel it. You have to feel it, and once you feel it, that feeling passes on to people when they see it. So there's so many things that I have done in my life and that I've created, and people say, that's not going to work, that's not going to work, it's not going to look good. And once I get finished with it, yeah, it takes me time, and I'm the type of person, I want to get things done right away. Let's get to it and let's do it. So let me shut up, and so you can see what's going on. Firewood. Firewood. This one's firewood. Firewood. Firewood, firewood, firewood. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a new blade. This blade is getting dull. That's what I think my problem is, the kickback. But I'll get it next month. This piece I could use. This piece I could use for something else. If I can, I do use these two tools. Perfect tool to lift, hit, and get rid of the nails. The problem by using this, if I hit it, like this is a nice piece of wood right here. See if I bring it a little closer. This is a little nice piece of wood. What I would do if I did this, you're gonna see what's gonna happen. I'll hit the bottom, and it's gonna crack. Since it's all dry, it's gonna crack straight down. So that's why I just go and cut straight. It makes it a lot easier for me. So, see, right there, it's already started to crack. These are brittle. These are brittle. These are rusted old nails. I salvaged this one. This is great. Sorry for me giving you my back. I just keep on going slowly at a time. If I had a reciprocating saw, I would go right in between and just cut the nails right off and keep the nail heads. It'll give it a little bit more character. But this piece worked well. Turn it around, pop it up, and have one piece with the nail. Once I get to it, either I'll cut it off try to figure out how to cut it off. Buy some tools. These tools, I don't know. I really don't like this brand. I think they all make the same thing, but these batteries are weak. They run out of power all the time. They're not as big. These are the little small ones. So it'll work. Okay. So I just cut it, and another piece I saved. And then I have this last piece here. And then this piece. And I have another piece to use. And I'll flip this around. These pieces are broken down. These are all broken down. So what I'll do is hold it. Firewood. Utilize everything and anything that you get. Don't waste it. Use it for your survival, your creativity, however you want to use it. Just try it. That's the only way you're going to find out if it works or doesn't. You got to make those mistakes. If you don't make those mistakes, you will never know if you are able to create what's in your mind. If you have to draw it, you have to write it down, whatever it is. The older I get, the more flighty my brains go. I get this idea, then all of a sudden while I'm doing it, I get a different idea, then I switch it up in mid-flight, and that's aging. That's just aging. So some days I feel really good, really not only positive but energetic. And then some days I just wake up like, wow, I need to sleep for 3 days. But I keep moving forward. I just move slower. So this is, I put it right between here. And this is firewood. This is firewood. I have a little fire pit that I use for firewood when it's not a burn ban. And then I have a covering so the sparks don't go up. I sit there at night, keep myself nice and toasty. The dogs come around and they lie down, they have a good time. This is heaven for me. So that is done. Now I'm going to try to do this pallet. And I'm going to start with this. Once I get this done, I'm going to stop the video because I'm going to charge this battery. Maybe the battery is just dying out. I had already one battery. I don't know what happened. I kept using it. And I think the connectors inside disconnected. And I welded them back. It worked for a little while, but wouldn't take the full charge. And I've had this for maybe a year, but I wasn't using it constantly. That's a problem. You get what you pay for, you know. Get a good tool, because your tools are important for you to keep moving forward. Okay, let me try this side. Now I got that off. Now I'll lift it around here and utilize. I'm splitting the bottom wood, not this top wood. And I have this whole piece that I can utilize. I'll cut these nails down, and again, so I have different sizes I put down. Now, if this gets too much and I can't seal it up, then I won't use this. So it's a trial and error type thing. But you could do it. You can make dog houses. You can make shelving. You could use, how do you call it, to make shelves. You could use cinder blocks, put in between the holes where the cinder blocks are a piece of wood, so you can make your shelf if you can't not go and get a Bloomingdale's or Macy's shelving unit. I know everybody wants something real nice, but you know, it's, for me, this is nice. It serves the purpose. It's going to hold something up. I can hold my cans, whatever I'm going to do. I can make a cabinet on the sides. Just make a regular box, just like you do, put on a wall, and make the doors out of this. Finish it off. Put the fine details at the end. What you see me building here is just the beginning, because I still have to work on the final touches. This is just getting comfortable so I can sleep in the wintertime. I don't have to suffer like I did living in my van. And, you know, I've gotten tougher with all this weather, the weather going up and down, up and down, up and down. But my dogs are helping me too, because they keep me warm. I have a sledgehammer someplace. I gotta look for it. That one's done there. And this one, I'll cut it right here. Okay. And then I'm trying to see if I could take this one off. Perfect, perfect. Let's do this, buddy. Come on, Rooster. You can do this. There, one solid piece. I'll remove that. I'll fix this up. That's a good pile. And again, this one's split all the way up here. So what I'm going to do is, see, it breaks apart real easy. Firewood. Now this one's slightly, but I'm going to cut it on this side. And, oh, you can't see me. I'm over here talking to you and you can't even see what I'm cutting. Sorry about that. This one is split right up to here. So it looks like it goes all the way across, but if I cut it nicely and it doesn't kick back and I don't crack it, I still could use this for the wall. So I just do this. Perfect. And then I want to see if I can move this without cracking it. This side right here. And I know I'm going to crack it. I could fix it up later. Got it. Don't forget, these nails were made with machine, and they have the spiral, so it's hard for it to come out. You got to cut them off. It'll be a lot easier. They're not regular nails. They don't want this to fall. I'll show you what one of the nails look like. Now wiggle it out. Come on. Okay, let me get close so you can see this. You see these nails? They have a twist to it. Not bent, but it's twisted. So you could nail it in. You can nail these in, but when you pull it out, it's going against that grain. And it stays stuck in there. That's why they make the pallets. And they make them by machine, by the electric. You could even look it up on YouTube and they'll show you how to do it. They made a lot of money doing this thing, this stuff. And don't throw the pieces away. Utilize them. Okay, so this pallet is a good pallet. The reason why, because I had enough pallets or enough of the wood on this side. I'm going to flip it around and then I'm going to cut again. Now, I'm leaving that one there because I don't want it to flip, turn. But you can see how good these are. These don't look like they're cracked. They will be cracked by the time I finish. But you can see they're dry in between. Like in here, this is all dry. I'll see if I can utilize those. I have my dog Isa right here. She's keeping an eye on me. Be careful with the knots. That doesn't kick back and hurt you. Stay away from anything coming down and cutting you. I used to have a farm. And I was cutting down a tree. After the tree fell down, I was cutting them down in pieces, and this is stupidity in my head. I'm cutting down with the chainsaw, and it kicked back. Did not realize it because I was so with adrenaline that on my shin, the chainsaw clipped my shin. I didn't feel it. And I'm walking around and I'm looking at my, first of all, wear boots. I was wearing sneakers, white sneakers. And it was red spots. I said, oh, maybe the sap from the tree. No, it was the blood from my shin. It hit the bone. I didn't feel it. I looked at it, washed it, banded up, and just kept on going. I have a high pain tolerance, but those are the things you got to watch out for. The little stupid moves like that, like I did, well, you know, I'm lucky. I am lucky. I'm blessed. I'm lucky that I didn't get hurt more. So let me see if I could go right down here. Where's the hammer? I'm going to try to see if I could. Up and down. I don't want to crack this one. This one's a nice piece. Cut it here. And then I turn around this way because I'm right-handed. I'm ambidextrous. I use left and right on certain things. I could write with both my right and left hand. When I was a child, my dad writes with his left hand, and I used to write with my left hand. But the church that I went to said you have to write with your right hand because the devil writes with his left hand. So they forced it out of me. I'm not going to say how, but the way they forced it, it hurt. But I could throw with my left and right hand. Okay. Sorry for giving you my back. After this board, I'm stopping it. Come on, baby. Got it, got it, got it. Awesome. 3. Not cracked. That's a plus for me. Guys, don't forget, share these videos. Have people subscribe. Comment. like. If you don't like it, just hit that I don't like the button. You know, it doesn't hurt me. It's your opinion. And I just try to do the best that I can. I'm not a real YouTuber. I'm not young like all these kids, and I'm not on the computer all the time. I have a life, and my life is building my house and building what I need to do for myself. So I spend. Maybe in the future, I have a laptop, but it's old, and I might just be able to investigate more a lot easier than just doing everything on my phone. So again, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can't change what you see out of your eyes, but you can change how you handle things. Anything that you see, anything, I don't care what it is, you can't change me. I can't change you. I might not like what you say, but I'm not there to change you. That you have to live with yourself. That's why I live with myself, and I have to be caring. That's what God put me down here. Be caring. And I didn't realize that until I got here. Be caring towards people, help people. I might not agree with them, but you know something? We're all individuals. If you were me, I wouldn't be here. I'm already taken, and you can't take me. So, and I can't take you. Peace out. Have a good day.